Hi you guys, and welcome back to my channel. It's Ash, and okay, I'm making some breakfast this morning. I figured I would take you guys out of the restaurants and that I would like actually show myself like cooking a little bit, but it's very simple. And this is basically what I like to have when I'm hungry in the morning, when I'm planning on working out maybe like an hour or two after this meal, because of the fact that it has a good bit of protein and it tastes good and it's filling and I like it. You know, I feel good. I feel good about myself after I had it. So first things first, here's the egg whites. And I like egg whites. And with the egg whites, I'm going to be actually making a sandwich. So I'm gonna be using those egg whites and some smoked salmon that I have right here. And let's see, this is this right here. It's the Built Smoked Salmon Company, a taste of elegance delivered to your plate. Okay. It's wild sockeye, sashimi grade, smoked salmon. Okay. So I'm gonna heat up the pan first. Okay. Get that going, get it heated up. And I'm gonna take my bread out, just like a couple pieces. This is the kind of bread I'm gonna use. It's the honey wheat Pepperidge Farm protein bread. Like it has 10 grams of protein for 2 slices. And so I think that's pretty good. A good way to incorporate protein, you know. So I'm just gonna set these to the side so that by the time the pan is heated up, I can just kind of pop it on there without having to kind of fuss around with it. So I'm just gonna lay that right there like that. Okay, good morning. So I'm gonna sit this to the side. And this bread tastes really good. Like you would never know that it's protein. Somebody actually brought this and I tasted it and I was like, what is this bread? And it tasted so good. Like shout out to Pepperidge Farms for this. I'm really looking forward to trying Hero bread though, because Hero bread is the bread that it doesn't have any carbs and no sugar. So I'm really looking forward to trying that. But for now, Pepperidge Farm, honey wheat, 10 grams of protein for 2 slices. Okay, so I'm going to prep the salmon, the smoked salmon, and I'm gonna put this into my egg whites when I make it, and it's gonna taste so delicious. And I love this brand. It smells so good. My mouth is watering right now. My mouth is watering right now. So I'm just gonna take this off. Oh, I don't know if I showed it to you, but this is the salmon. I used half of it already in another sandwich, but I was like, you know what? Let me show myself making this, you know? Maybe somebody might want to try the recipe, you know? So I'm just gonna slice the salmon with this paring knife, you know, easy peasy. I'm gonna show you guys in a second. It's just gonna be like chunky bits, you know? And then after that, I'm gonna put it in my egg whites after I season the egg whites a little bit. I like to heat up my skillet and I like to put my bread in there and toast it in the skillet just because it's just super easy. Hi, what's up you guys? I appreciate y'all for coming through. How are you? So I'm just cutting this up in little bitty pieces. What did you guys have for breakfast this morning? Did you guys have anything yet? This is a little bit later than I actually wanted to be having this, to be honest with you. Like I wanted to do this earlier, but I was distracted by something I was doing. But here we are. Baby, we made it. We made it okay. Okay, so I'm cutting out the salmon. I know you guys can't see it. I'm about to show you right right here, right now. And you know, it's not too small, like, cause I wanna have a little, I wanna have some bites of salmon in there. Okay, so here's the smoked salmon after I cut it up. Look at it, it smells so good, you guys. Okay, so I'm gonna clean up as I go so I don't have like a big mess. Let me put this in here so the smell doesn't get outrageous. Hi. So put this in here and throw it away. All right. So now I'm gonna take this right here, my bowl. I love this bowl. Pretty sure it's not, you know, I've been using this bowl for everything, but I love it. I love the design. It's so cute. I think I got this off of Amazon. So these are the egg whites, and I like to shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it. I like to shake it up. So they can be like a little fluffy and everything. And then I just pour it in here. Okay. Not too much, but just about that much. And you see like the foam on top from shaking it. It gives them air bubbles. Okay. Hi. Hello. How are you? I'm gonna put my eggs up so they don't get warm. You know the vibes. Also, oh, I'm actually gonna grab some cottage cheese too, because I like to add cottage cheese to my eggs because cottage cheese has like a good bit of protein in it. Okay, so this is a seasoning that I'm gonna use for my egg whites. This is Badia Complete. Okay, this is just, it's just so easy for me just to use this because you don't need like a gang of seasoning or anything because so many seasonings are already in here. Yeah, it's a lot. I don't even know if they listed. They're just like, we don't want you to copy this. Anyways, so just a little bit of seasoning in there. Okay. And then I'm gonna put a little bit of ground peppercorn. I like ground peppercorn because it just tastes so good. I love pepper. I just love it. So I'm gonna put a little bit in there. I like pepper a lot. Sometimes I'd be like ODing with the pepper. We look, we don't judge, right? So now I think that the pan is nice and hot. So I'm just going to, I'm actually not gonna use the oil for this right now. I'm just gonna take the bread and I'm just gonna put it in the pan and let it brown on either side, okay? And once I start to smell it, then I just flip it. And that's just like the easiest way for me to do it, you know? Okay, so now I'm just gonna mix up the eggs. Gonna mix it up. And get all those flavors incorporated in there. And this is where I add my cottage cheese. So I have low-fat cottage cheese right here. And I'm gonna be adding that to my egg whites, okay? Okay, so let's see if you guys can, there we go. Now you can see what I'm doing, yay! Okay, so now I'm just gonna take this off because it's in the way. And I'm gonna add some of this cottage cheese to the egg whites. Let me get a spoon. Let me get a spoon. And mix it up a little bit because, you know, dairy stuff be doing weird stuff. It be separating and stuff. Like, you gotta mix it up so it don't look gross. Okay. There we go. I actually like cottage cheese. I know some people really don't. So I'm just gonna take like a heaping spoonful of cottage cheese. And I'm gonna add it to my egg whites for protein purposes only. And it's really interesting. Like when I heard about it, I was like, ugh, I don't know. I feel like cottage cheese is actually trending right now or something because I don't know if you've seen, I don't know if you've seen, but people have been making cottage cheese like wraps and stuff where you take cottage cheese and eggs and you blend it and you put a little bit of seasoning and then you pour it on like a cookie sheet and then you put it into the oven. I think you pour it on like parchment paper. You put it in the oven and then you have this protein wrap. You could put deli meat in it, whatever kind of meat, rotisserie chicken, some vegetables, roll it up, and then you have a wrap. It's a wrap. Okay. That's what you have. So I'm just gonna, so this is the cottage cheese and the egg whites. I'm just gonna mix it in there. And I promise you, you cannot tell the cottage cheese is in there once you cook the eggs. It's really mind blowing. When I tried it the first time, I was like, no way. No way. Okay. So now let me check on the bread because I'm sure it needs to be flipped. Yep. Ooh, it's extra toasty. But it's fine though. All right. So that's toasting. Let me put this up. Hi, you guys. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. What are you guys doing? I hope that you slept well and that you're having a good day so far. I'm just going to put the cottage cheese up right now. Okay. This bread is toasting super ultra quick. But see, and I toasted it with no butter or anything. So, you know, we're doing what we can. All right. So now I'm just gonna lower the temperature of the skillet because you know you don't really have to cook eggs like super crazy high heat or anything because then you can just overcook them. So I'm just gonna put a little bit of oil, a little bit of extra virgin olive oil. Okay. Dang, that thing popping. let me turn that down a little bit more. Okay. And then I like to take a napkin and I like to move the oil around the skillet just to kind of spread it out nice and evenly because we're not deep frying anything, okay? We're just creating a coat so the eggs can move and not get stuck to the skillet. You just move that all around. Okay, just like so. There we go. And first I want to put my smoked salmon in the pan first, okay? Just to let that do its thing. Okay. And then I'm gonna take my egg whites with my cottage cheese and the seasonings and everything, and then I'm gonna put it in there. Okay. Oh my God, it smells so good. It smells so good, y'all. So now all that's cooking together, all the flavors are marrying each other, you know, getting down how they get down. All right, let me get the proper tool that I need, which is her. We need her. And I'm just gonna move it around the pan slightly, but I like to do it a certain way so that I can make it so that it fits exactly on the bread. You know, like, let's see if I can do it. I'm nervous now because I'm doing it on camera. I'm nervous. I do this like so many times out the week. And I guess I can bring you guys over to see. Well, here, I'll just bring this to you. Just so you can see the process. Okay, so this is what it looks like. All right. So that's cooking, it's cooking, it's cooking. I'm gonna lift it up on the sides a little bit just so the runny part can go underneath the cooked part, if that makes any sense. If you be cooking eggs, you know what I'm talking about. Cause I'm not like a runny egg girl. I like my eggs not cooked hard, but just like done. You know what I mean? But, you know, however you like your eggs is fine. So I'm just gonna tilt it to the side and let all the runny part get up under there. Okay? And I'm just gonna do that all around. Okay? All around. And the eggs are cooking at a very low heat. This is gonna taste so good. Then I'm just gonna tilt it again. And it's almost done cooking now because it's a lot less runny. Things are happening. I'm gonna tilt it. Okay. So this is what it's looking like now. Okay, that's what it's looking like now. And I'm gonna get some parsley just because parsley makes stuff look a lot more delectable. Because when you have egg whites and salmon and cottage cheese, like sometimes it just be looking like tag, not it. Okay. So sometimes you gotta add a little bit of beauty up in there. Okay. So I just use this kind of parsley. Simple. So now I'm more proud to show this. So there you go. And so now I'm just gonna fold it all like in the shape of the bread so that I can just put it on the bread, okay? Hi, good morning. Okay, so now, all right, so I'm just gonna loosen up the sides, right? Loosen up those sides. And fold it. And then fold it. So far I folded two sides, okay? And then I'm gonna fold this side and then this side. So now I'm just gonna fold that, and then I'm gonna fold, I'm gonna fold this last part just like that. Okay, and just press it. It's a little bit bigger than the bread, but I'm gonna try to manipulate it a little bit. You know, the cottage cheese can make it a little juicy sometimes, but it's fine. It'll all cook out. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my bread and I'm gonna put it smack dab on top of this formation. So just like that, right? And then I'm gonna just flip it. Just like that. Turn the stove off so you don't set your hair on fire like I did the other day. And then, so that's on there. And then you just take the other piece of bread and put it on top. Yay! So now we have our egg white with cottage cheese and smoked salmon sandwich, okay? And so I eat this probably like, I don't know, maybe like 3 times a week, something like that. I work out 3 times a week. But this is just my go-to. It's easy, it's delicious. And so now I'm just gonna cut it in half. Okay. And this is the sandwich. Can you see it? Okay. You guys want to take a bite? Okay, open up, say ah. I'm gonna give you the first bite, okay? Say ah. Ah. Open up wide. So now I'm gonna try it. hot. Very hot. So if you make this, let it cool off for like 3 minutes. But yeah, it's delicious. Eat it all the time. Okay, so now I'm going to make my drink. And so here's my glass. Let me set this to the side because making the drink is just super fast. Just gonna be using oat milk and some protein yogurt. Good morning. Hi, Slim. How are you? Okay. So this is the protein yogurt that I'm gonna be using right now. Is Oikos 000, 0 fat, 0 added sugar, 0 artificial sweeteners. It's the banana flavor, and it's kind of thick. Like yogurt sometimes it's like a little thick for me, so I just like to thin it out. And what I use to do it, I kind of turn it into a drink situation as opposed to like a yogurt thing. I use this. I just use oat milk, and this is the original. It's low fat. I just like how it tastes a lot. Like it's pretty good. If you haven't tried oat milk and you don't have, I think, is it like a gluten allergy? If you don't have a gluten allergy, then you know, try it. I think you might like it. I'm gonna put the that hurt. Okay. Oh, this smells so good. Wow, I was so reluctant to get the banana. Because, you know, banana can go either way. Either banana's going to be scrumptious or it's going to not be good at all. Oh, do you? Oh, cool. Great minds, okay? So, wow. This smells really good. This smells like, duh, it smells like banana pudding. Duh, Ash. Okay, so I'm just going to empty this in the cup, in the glass. Does anybody else do this? Sometimes I feel like I be doing stuff like with my food, and I be like, do other people do this, or am I just weird? Either way, it's fine. Okay, so now I put the yogurt in. Thank you. And I'm just gonna pour this in here just a little bit at first, and then stir it. You know, just to get it mixed in. Because I feel like if I pour a whole lot of milk in here, it's just going to go crazy. And it's just going to be hard to get that thickness incorporated. I'm just mixing it like so. It smells so good. Had some bread on me. Okay, so then I'm going to pour just a little bit more. Then I'm just going to mix that in. You see how it's starting to loosen up? Yes. And it just ends up being a drink for me because the yogurt is too thick. I can't just sit there and eat just big old thick yogurt like that. I can't. Shout out to the people who can. You're very strong. I can't do it. I'm not sure if it's like a texture thing. Let me taste it. Wow, that tastes so good. Okay. Now I'm just gonna add some more milk now that it's like nice and loose for me. Here you go. Now I have like a high protein drink. Yay! Okay. Let's mix that all in. And what I'm gonna be doing next is adding some chia seeds. Do you guys like chia seeds? I do. So I know with chia seeds you're supposed to, you know, let them expand because chia seeds can be very filling. They can be very, very filling because, you know, they start off the way that they start off, but then they get big and swell up. So I'm just gonna take these chia seeds right here, and it's gonna take a teaspoon. This is half a teaspoon. I'm gonna dump it and dump it. That's all. And is that all I want? I'm gonna add a little bit more just because I like chia seeds. I like them. Okay. So now I'm going to put this up just because I'm trying to clean up as I go so I don't have no big old mess to clean up at the end. You know what I mean? So I'll put this up. And okay. So this right here, I'm probably gonna have like more towards the end of my meal just because I do want to give the chia seeds a minute to expand so that I don't get like an upset stomach, because when I don't let the chia seeds expand, for me personally, it kind of gives me like, not only does it make me feel extremely full, which is a good thing, but it kind of upsets my stomach a little bit. I'm not quite sure why, but so I'm just gonna put this in the refrigerator. Yes. This is going in the refrigerator until after that, but I have my water, and I'm gonna show you guys how I make my other drink that I have every single day. So I'm gonna put this in the fridge. Let those cherry seeds do what they do, okay? So next step is for me to make my liquid chlorophyll water. So for my chlorophyll water, I take like 16 ounces of water. I drink this down a little bit, so I'm put some more water in it. So I'm just gonna take some of this water. This is the water. And just gonna pour a good bit in there. And then I'm gonna take some of this liquid chlorophyll. The brand is Benevolent, and I got it from Amazon. Just shake it up a little bit. And I put about 15 drops in my water. So it comes with a cute little thingy like that. And I just drop it in there like this. $10, $11, $12, $13, $14, $15. Okay. And so that's that, and it's just like mixing in there. And so liquid chlorophyll, and I have this every morning. Then I have tocotrienol, okay, full spectrum. The brand is Kayseari, Kayseari. I got this from Amazon as well. Alpha, beta, delta, gamma, enhanced absorption, and it's 1,200 milligrams. Okay, and I'm just gonna shake this up too. This is almost done, so I don't even know if I can get it in the dropper. It's like, it's so low. Look, I've had so much of this, I can barely get it in. So I'm just gonna have to pour a little bit. Hey, Sam. What's up, Sam? So I'm just gonna pour a little bit in here. Okay, that should be good. And next I'm gonna put in this baby right here. Now this is my favorite flavor. This is Liquid IV. It's electrolytes. It's sugar-free. I like to get the sugar-free kind. I got this from Amazon as well. And my favorite flavor is raspberry lemonade. Okay. It actually tastes like lemonade. It's delicious. It's very hydrating. I noticed that when I have this before I work out, I have more endurance, you know, more stamina and everything. I'm not as tired. I just feel like I have more energy, and it's like, it's crazy that it gives me that effect without making me feel jittery or anything, because this is not a pre-workout. It's not at all, because I can't do pre-workout because I'm not a caffeine girly. Like, only time I get my caffeine is if it's from green tea or like M&Ms or something like that. Like, I'm not like a coffee drinker or anything. So I take half of this, just because like it's very flavorful. So I mean, if you want to extend your packages, then you could just use half instead of using, because I get the same effect. So that's about half. One more. And let me get something to start that up with. So I'm just gonna mixy. You see it all at the bottom. Usually mixes pretty good, pretty well. Hi, good morning. Thank you, Slim. I appreciate you guys. Good morning. This sound is incredibly annoying, so I'm just gonna mute it because I would hate to hear somebody mixing this loud ass thing. So hold on, I'm just gonna mute. Okay, so hi. All right, so I'm just gonna hear, you can have the first sip, even though I already had some. Not me and the drink matching. Me and the drink are matching. Cute. Let me put this up, and then I can have my sandwich. Oh, BKB. Now, throw this away. Have you guys heard that, like, you're supposed to, like, okay, I have two trash cans. Like, I have a recycle trash can, and then I have a regular trash can. Like, somebody told me that if you don't rinse these out, then it's not actually going to be recycled. It gets, like, put to the side, and it never gets recycled. So actually, let me rinse it out, because have y'all ever heard that before? Okay, good luck to you, Slim. I appreciate you stopping through. Good luck. Let me know how it goes. Okay. Hey, Google, stop. Girl. What was Google talking about? Google be listening too hard. So I just rinsed it out just so that it can actually get recycled. I don't know. You know, I'm just trying to do my part. I'm not perfect, but I just be trying. But anyway, so now I have a beverage to go with my sandwich. Yay! So now I'm finna eat. I don't know. You guys want me to eat with you guys or what? Have you guys had breakfast already? It's something about smoked salmon that just sets anything off. Any and everything, but I think today's going to be a good gym day. Sometimes, like, I'm not really looking forward to go to the gym, and I just kind of go because I know that I've committed to going, and the discipline is what's driving me to go. But today I'm really looking forward to going and having like a good workout, clear my mind, get some good exercise, you know, get those endorphins going. I'm looking forward to it. So what time is it right now? I'll probably go in like 2 hours. Typically after I eat and after I drink like all this, I like to wait like an hour and a half, 2 hours before I go to the gym, just so that when I'm doing the upside down curl equipment machine thing, like I don't hear the the liquid in my stomach like sloshing back and forth, because I really don't like that. So mm. You know what I wish? I wish that we could play music on here. There's like other streaming platforms where you can play music while you do your thing. And it's just like sometimes you just want to look live and like, mm, 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 mm. But you know, YouTube don't really play that. I know they have the music that's what do you call it? Non-copyright music. I don't know how to use that like on live though. So I just got to do some investigating and figure it out. If you guys know, let me know. I'm open to suggestions. Mm. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Yummy. Ooh. Mm-hmm. I love it. And it feels so light. I didn't have any cheese, but I figured since I put the cottage cheese in, it's fine. But typically, well, not typically, just like when I kind of feel like it, I'll add like some cheese. But I've been trying to gravitate more towards like, you know, cottage cheese, Swiss cheese, fresh mozzarella, as opposed to what has me in a chokehold. What has me in a chokehold is American cheese. I know. It's super processed. It's just not good for you. But that's what I grew up on. I grew up on American cheese, y'all. And it's so hard to break that, because like when I make grits and typically like when I make eggs, like scrambled eggs and stuff like that, it's just boom, let me get the American cheese, slap, slap, psh, psh, insta delicious, right? But I'm trying to be more conscious slightly sometimes. Mm. Mm-hmm. Mm. It's giving yum. It's giving yummy. You know what I'll do sometimes is because I get full so quickly. Like, sometimes I'll take a break from eating for a second, like, because I was just super thirsty and I just drank half this glass down. So that just took up a lot of room in my stomach. So I'm probably just going to wait like 20-30 minutes and then finish this. Do you guys ever do that? Do you guys have the issues that I have? I swear I cannot fit a lot of food in my stomach at one time because it just gets massively uncomfortable for me. And I don't even force it, you know? I'm not forcing it. It's not a competition. I'm not in the military right now, okay? I heard in the military, when you go in there, especially in like basic training, you have to sit down, you get your food, and you eat. You have like 5 or 10 minutes that you have to eat your food. And if you don't finish your food, then you're just gonna be hungry. Look, I'm not in the military, so I can take my time with it, okay? Shout out to anybody who's in the military, any of our vets, you know, thank you for your service, okay? Oh yeah. I love this drink. I just be feeling healthy. Like when I look at this drink, it just makes me feel like I'm doing something. Like I'm doing something healthy. I'm so happy that I found out about liquid chlorophyll because I know it's really good for detoxification. So let me look up some of the different benefits of liquid chlorophyll, which is what's in here. I put liquid chlorophyll and this liquid IV packet. Let me show you just in case you want to get it. Because sometimes I see stuff online and I'd be like inspired. So this is what I got. And again, I got it from Amazon. Maybe I should make like an Amazon storefront and just put all the stuff that I get because I get my life from Amazon. I think I even got this. I think I got this robe from Amazon. Okay. Benefits of liquid chlorophyll. There we go. So, backed by evidence, okay? Okay. I wasn't expecting this answer. It says liquid chlorophyll helps with body odor. It's an internal deodorizer. Some studies suggest chlorophyll can reduce odor from sweat, breath, and even digestion. People with strong body odor or who eat garlic-heavy diets sometimes swear by it. Look, I'm not touching that with a 10-foot pole. I'm not even about to do it. Let me skip to the next benefit, okay? I'm gonna leave that right there. No comment. Hi, Andrew. Okay. It supports skin clarity. Okay. Anecdotally, some people notice clear skin, especially with acne or inflammation, likely due to chlorophyll's anti-inflammatory and antibacterial properties. Also, it might support red blood cells. We need those, okay? Because it's structurally similar to hemoglobin. Chlorophyll might help with blood cell production and oxygen delivery, but this isn't super well studied, okay? Also, it aids in detoxification. It binds to certain toxins in the body and may help eliminate them. Like if you have heavy metals in your system and you have liquid chlorophyll. Liquid chlorophyll, this comes from plants. So I think my liquid chlorophyll, I know that it's like the blood of plants. Basically, this comes from alfalfa though. It comes from alfalfa and I forgot the other plant. But this liquid chlorophyll that I have, it comes from alfalfa. It literally comes from plants. So yeah, so if you guys are interested in detoxing, so to answer your question, why is it green? It's the natural pigment that makes plants green. Chlorophyll is green. It absorbs red and blue light from the sun, for photosynthesis. Okay? It reflects green light, which is why we see green. Science is so cool, man. Like, what? I love that. When it's in liquid form, that concentrated green pigment is super visible. Hence the deep green color of liquid chlorophyll drops or water. So a bonus fact is the exact shade of green can vary depending on whether the product uses chlorophyllin, which is a more stable water-soluble version, or natural chlorophyll extracted directly from plants like alfalfa or mulberry. And I think that mine is from alfalfa and a mulberry mix, if I read correctly. So cheers to liquid chlorophyll and all its benefits, you guys. I've been drinking this stuff for, I would say I've been drinking it for like 8 months. 8 months. And I'll say, like, I think my skin looks pretty good. I don't know. I feel like I just feel better. I'm not quite sure. Like, I have different vitamins that I take. I have different supplements that I have. So I feel like all together, it just kind of comes together for me. It just makes me feel generally good, you know? Like, I have a good bit of energy. Yeah. But let me show you. I think maybe I'll do like a whole live on my supplements and stuff like that. But let me show you guys one of my favorite ones. This is one of my favorite ones. I'm not sure how this works this way, but look, cacao, okay? Unsweetened cacao powder, you guys. This stuff, first of all, somehow this improves your mood. I don't know how. I don't know the science behind that, but cacao powder like decreases anxiety, and it definitely just makes me feel more chipper and just happier in general. Like this stuff right here, I'm not gonna lie. One of my friends lost a parent very suddenly and randomly, and so I got them cacao powder because I was just like, I know that you're depressed right now since you just lost your mom, and you know, I take this powder, this supplement called cacao powder, so I'm just gonna just give me your mailing address. And so I sent this off to them, and I got a really small canister for them because I wasn't sure if they're gonna like it, because you know, everything isn't for everybody. But when they received it, I was like, look, just take like a tablespoon and put it in. I put it in oat milk, like hot oat milk, stir it up, and I put sugar-free vanilla syrup in mine too, and it just makes it taste so good. So I told them what I do, and they said, okay, bet. And they drank it, and guess what? They felt, of course, they were still sad that their mother passed away, but they said that they felt a significant increase in their mood, like a better mood, you know? And I just have to say that. So if you know anybody who may be like down or depressed or maybe has anxiety or something like that, this has worked for me to like lift my mood and just make me just like, hi, oh wow, okay, just more smiley. Also B12, I'm not sure if this is the best brand, but I like the B12 that you can put under your tongue and it just kind of dissipates, the sublinguals. I really like that. This one came from, I got this from Amazon. This is a brand, Kirkland. Yeah, there's so many in here. And this really helps with, if you have like social anxiety, if you get kind of like nervous about talking in front of people or just being in crowds, or if you have to go to like a party, you're just more of like an introvert, you just need like a boost because you get like the shakes or something like that to be around people. I know a lot of people can't relate to that, but some people really do just get anxious in social situations. And if that's you, or if you're like lacking energy, I would suggest B12 sublinguals. And what you do is you just take the tablet, it looks like this, and you just put it under your tongue. So this is what it looks like. She's little. She's super little. It's the 5,000 mcg. And so this is what I do. I guess I'll just take it on here with you guys since I haven't had it yet today. But so I chew it like 2 times just to break it up a little bit, because sometimes it'll just be sitting under your tongue for like a long time. But yeah, I put it under my tongue. So it's under there now. And I'm just gonna, it's already dissolving. And you know, we have like blood vessels under our tongue. So because of that, because it's sublingual, the B12 goes into your system quicker than just chewing it and swallowing it. So I'm just kind of holding it down with my tongue right now. So I'm talking kind of crazy. And if it comes from under, I just put it back. Because underneath my tongue is a strange place because of the fact that my my bones under my tongue are very big and grow together, whatever. Just one of my quirks, one of my many quirks. And see, like that, it's already dissolving. Tastes good, tastes sweet, you know. So anxiety, social anxiety, feeling weird about being around people, low energy, this right here, okay? Yeah, and cacao. Okay, so I do the cacao maybe like every other day, just whenever I think about it. It's in my pantry, so sometimes I don't. Sometimes I kind of like forget about it. But when I make the cacao drink, like I said, I use the oat milk, and I heat the oat milk up, and then I take a tablespoon of this right here, sugar-free vanilla syrup from Torani, and it just makes it taste delicious. And I don't add any sugar or any honey or any sweetener or anything like that. So cheers. I hope you like it. If you try cacao, or if you try like the supplement B12, because I mentioned it, let me know. I would love to hear how it made you feel. I would love to hear, you know, your experience, like if you liked how it tasted or anything like that. And let me know if you have any questions or anything, you know. But this is just, it's just what I do. I just want to share it with you guys because I know we go on a lot of dates. Okay, we've been on a lot of dates. Now it's just like, let me show them what I be doing in the morning. But anyways, like I said, I'm probably just gonna kind of chill out for a minute and just kind of let my food settle so that I can make room for the rest of my sandwich. And that's it, really, you know. I appreciate you guys for coming through. Hope that you guys have an amazing day today. And again, my name is Ash. It's so nice to meet you guys. But yeah, if you have any questions, let me know. It's crazy how this makes me feel so full. Like, it's actually insane. All this liquid. I'm just like, I be seeing other people like drinking while they're eating and they can just finish their whole thing. But my stomach, I swear my stomach, if I had to look at my stomach like the actual organ, I bet you my stomach is just like this small. Like, how can you tell how big your stomach is? Because mine has to be like not that big. But anyways, I appreciate you guys for coming through. Hope you have a beautiful rest of the day. Trying to think if there's anything else I forgot to mention. I think that's it. But thank you for everybody who double tapped the screen. Thank you for any new subscribers. Shout out to my subscribers, and welcome everybody who's new. Hope you stop by again to see me. And that's it.